Hey guys, it's your boy V back with more Mount Which Fight content, and today we are taking a look at the buffed Doctor Doom. Well, sort of buffed. They only changed like one skill, I believe, and they said they were changing the AI rotation for Doom. And these are the buffs that we will be using. This is probably the most that you can get. Victorious Leadership, 35% attack as well as 60% more. Then we have obviously the Victorious Artifact, which gives us some more buffs. And then with the team up more buffs, then uniform we have more buffs from Mogul Lafay as well as the remove or debuffs, which is great. And then we also have the uniform passive anyways. Then we move on to the victorious passive, 40% more HP. So he is stacked up with all the buffs all around him, and you can see the HP is also pretty high. And let me just show you the build. Basically the second skill was changed. I believe it was a second skill. I even forgot actually which skill it was. They only, I think they added the remove or debuffs on the second skill, which is the powerful skill, obviously the counter attack. Without the counter, it doesn't actually do much damage, so it kind of sucks. I don't know. Anyways, it does have the ignore targeting, and the build for this guy is exactly the same, just like we had in the previous video with the brilliant authority. Maxed out, everything out. So if he does not perform still with this, I will be disappointed. Like I literally will be disappointed because I was really expecting him to get a really good buff, and we all actually have been waiting for that. We have the 4-star artifact, the brilliant CDB of authority, just like the previous video, and then obviously we have the mythic uniform, and everything else basically remains the same. Let me just show you the cards as well as the swords, then we will move on to the Tamil battle autoplay. So a few things about Doctor Doom. I was really hoping they would change it because usually, or like previously, the AI rotation was supposed to be 2. He would always go start with that, and then 5, and then 3. You know, usually that's basically how he will go, basically 2-5-3. So let's see if they actually have changed the AI rotation or not, because I suppose I'm not sure what more they could do to make Doom better. I would say definitely take out the counter and make second skill do a lot more damage compared to what it's doing right now, and make it a little faster if possible. So anyways, let's move on to the runs, and there are multiple. I think this was the, I'm starting with the one I think that we won, I believe, with Dr. Doom. So let me just show you what we can do. So Dr. Doom basically one shots this guy. I think this team was from, it's a tier 3 silver surfer, so I think it was from not bronze, I think it was from gold league, someone, I don't know. So he one shot silver surfer. Sentry comes, and I think he was also able to one shot sentry, so he's doing great for now. Like apart from that, I don't see like big changes. He still goes into second skill, then into the fifth skill. So that's how it actually still works out. And I don't see like a big difference in the AI rotation at least. So let's just move on to the different runs and see what we can do here. And it's a Shuri team, so I'm not sure. I'm not expecting him to perform incredibly well because he's a villain. So I think Thanos is probably gonna one shot him, and that's what's gonna happen. But let's see. So he does the skill right. Yes, Thanos one shots Doctor Doom right here, and Doctor Doom might actually one shot almost Thanos because let's see. I think he should. Okay, yeah, he did actually one shot with the fifth skill. Warlock comes, he one shots Warlock. So can he win this? Is the question. So let's go, and no. Basically Warlock gets the end. So but it was nice. It was not bad, I would say. Now let's go against some teams which are a little stronger, which is obviously Sentry. So when you go against Sentry, the number one PvP character in the game right now, you cannot expect every character to perform insanely well against this guy because this guy is nuts. These nuts, and let's just see how Doom does. So Doom goes into the fifth skill. I don't know why he was starting with the second skill all this time, and now all of a sudden he started going in the fifth skill and starting with that. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but he's able to one shot Doctor Doom with the second skill. But when he comes back, Sentry, and then he fights, and he's almost able to kill Sentry, but we died in the end. Let's see if we can get rid of Sentry right now or not. We do. So he's able to kill Sentry, maybe a little easier now, little better, slightly. And it's all right. It's not bad. A buff is a buff, but like it's not good enough. Like if you talk about someone like Adam Warlock, who has been in the meta for quite a long time, the latest uniform that you get for a PvP character, you expect them to perform a little better or similar to them. Doctor Doom is performing similar to, you can say, Adam Warlock, but a little, I think Adam is still a little bit better because you can just basically do lot of good stuff with that guy. And the Adam skill also is pretty fast, so he can kill Sentry definitely. And you can see he goes into the damage, and basically he's able to all tank it because of the brilliant authority. That's why. But when you take a look at someone like Silver Surfer, he can still kill him, but I think Reflect or the he's gonna die now. Yep, he's gonna die now. So he can still kill, he can still perform a little bit better, I think slightly better, I would say. Previously when we tried him, I think he was just dying. So I suppose dying a little late is an improvement, I guess, but he still dies. And that is the reality, sadly. Like if you can hit the counter, you can see he can do tremendous damage, tremendous damage. He can also actually take out Sentry. But when he's not able to hit the counter like this here, uh, like he's able to do stuff and he can kill, but it's just not enough. It just fell short. So it's all on the counter. If you activate the counter, just like I suppose Adam Warlock, but Adam, even if you do not, if even if he does not counter, the normal damage from the second skill is also enough to almost one shot every character in the game sometimes. And you can just follow that on manual on to the third skill. Doctor Doom, you can try second skill, but it is so slow, you will not do damage. If you switch to other skills, you will basically lose all the damage from the second skill. So there's the difference. Adam is just too fast with the second skill, and that's why I think he's much more successful compared to Doctor Doom when he came out as well. And Adam just basically blew apart the meta when he was there. And you can see Doctor Doom can still enough do damage, but again, as I mentioned, he does damage. He's doing enough damage to kill, but when you do not have that counter attack, or because of how slow he is, that's why he basically loses in most of the matchups. And all the characters, Silver Surfer third skill, instant damage from the third skill. Adam Warlock second skill, instant damage. Wolverine's fifth skill, instant damage. Ignore iframe, everything like that. Doctor Doom, he points the gun, he's freaking shooting a bullet, and he won't do enough damage unless he counters it. So I think that is the main difference. He's just too slow. If they can change the second skill to deal enough damage or extra damage, or take the counter and then give him the about the same ignore targeting but more damage on the skill, not relying on the counter, I think that will be much better. So let's see how that goes. You can see Silver Surfer is also there. They killed both of like basically, see, Surfer, if he won't kill you with damage, he will kill you with reflect. So I suppose this buff that they were talking about, I wouldn't say it's a big buff. Okay, it's still, he performs slightly better, so he can kill slightly better, just like Wolverine's previous video we talked about. But Wolverine was consistent, and he cannot consistently kill. And this is a brilliant, by the way, Wolverine had a mighty greed. So obviously, depending on what CTP do you have characters, that definitely makes sense. But he's too new. We just got Doom, and ever since he came, there are no talks for him in the meta. Like, he's all right in some cases. Maybe you might use him in certain restrictions, but Wolverine is not bound by that. You can just use him, and he will perform. That's how it is, even with the old uniform, even with the new uniform. So well, still not happy with the buff that they gave him. It's not exactly the buff. They changed the AI rotation, they said, but I don't see any changes. He still goes 253, 253. I'm not sure what they changed in the AI rotation, but it doesn't make a difference. The second skill did make a difference because he can remove the active buffs now, or all buffs, whatever it is, making it easier for him to kill characters. But the AI rotation is still same. I still don't think that the counter is the best thing for this guy. It is, but again, it's just too slow and not enough damage on the second skill. He just lacks some more survivability and heal. Definitely, that will be the main part of this guy's kit. So I don't know. It's all right, I guess. It is what it is, and they're probably waiting for another uniform for Doctor Doom. That's why they are not buffing or over buffing this uniform. Let's see what they do in the future, but I'm not gonna purchase this uniform on my account. Definitely I'm gonna skip it for now and probably wait for Doctor Doom to get another uniform in the future, I suppose. Let me know what are you gonna do if you have the Doctor Doom uniform or not, or are you happy with the buff that they actually gave him with this new update. Give this video a like, subscribe the channel if you already have not, and as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.